Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to see a new question in DSA in Python, and I have added one more video to the DSA in Python playlist, which is merge two sorted arrays. You can go and check it out. And now the question that now we will solve is max consecutive ones. This is also an easy level question. Now in this question what we will be given is an binary array. Okay, so binary basically means that the numbers or the elements present in the array will either be a 1 or 0. Okay, so we will be given binary array means we will be given a binary array, and what we need to do is we need to return the maximum consecutive ones in the array. Now consecutive here means that the ones that are coming together. Okay, so now let's see with an example. So this one and this one are coming one after another, so these both are consecutive ones. Now the number of ones that we have here is 2, right? Then we have 1. After that again we have 3 ones together, right? So we have 3 consecutive ones. Now out of these two, which is greater? 3 is greater, so we need to return the count as 3. Okay, so what we are doing here, we need to get the largest consecutive ones in the array, and we need to return that as the answer. Now how do we solve this problem, right? This as comparison to the other questions, this will seem quite easy, right? So what we have to do, we will, let's say I have this array only. Now I will start the counting from here, right? Let's say I have started the counting. This will become 1, and then let's say I have count here. So this will become 1, then again it will get updated to 2. So now my count will become 2, and after that what will happen, I will come here and I will see that I have a 0. So I will have to stop here once. Now I will have a maxi. Okay, so in that maxi what will happen, I will be storing the maximum count of ones, consecutive ones. So it will be initialized with 0, and then what we will do, we will compare these both. Whichever will be maximum, we will keep in the maxi. So now after this our maxi will get updated to 2. Again we will come here, right? We will see this is not 1, right? So our count will become 0, because we don't have to count this, right? And the consecutive one is not anymore, right? Because I have seen that we have 2 ones, and after that I am not getting another one, so I have to update my count to 0 again, so that whenever I will see a new one, like new consecutive ones together, so I will restart the count from there. Now there is a possibility then that there will be 2 zeros, so here also count will remain as 0 only. After that we will start from here. So what will happen, count will again start from 1. So here it will be 1, then it will become 2, here it will become 3. So again my count will become 3 here, right? So now again we will compare here, which is maximum, 3 or 2. So 3 is greater than 2. So again what we will do, we will update our maxi with 3, and we will return the maxi as answer, right? So what we are doing now, here if you think that you can sort the array and find, you will be going in a wrong direction. Why? Because you don't have to count the total number of ones here. Okay, you need to count the consecutive ones in the array, and like now if you will sort the array, right? So what will happen, 0 will come first, then all the 5 ones will come together, and then you will return 5 as the answer, which will become wrong. Okay, so keep this in mind. Sorting is not like, you don't have to sort in this array, otherwise you will like go in the wrong direction. What you have to do here is, you will be starting the iteration in the array. Okay, so let's do that. So we will start from I is equals to 0, and we will go till less than n, right? N will be the length of the array, which is nums here. So let's consider this as nums. Now what we will do, inside this loop we will see if nums at I is equals to 1, then what I will do, I will increment my count by 1, right? Before that we will initialize that here with 0. Now if I see that it is not equals to 1, since this is a binary number, like binary array, so it will either be 1 or 0. So anyways we need to count consecutive ones only. In case of else, we will simply change the count to 0, right? After that what we will do, if like out, I have come here. Now let's see how this will work. So I have started the count, like iteration from here. So count will get updated to 1 first, then we will move here, we will see again we have 1, so it will get updated to 2. Now here we will come and see that our count is becoming 0, right? Like our element is becoming 0. So again what will happen in that case? If we are directly like in the we are, what we are doing here, when once we are seeing 0, we are directly updating that as, like we are directly updating that in this case with 0, right? The count will directly become 0. Now this 2 that we have will get lost here only, right? If we are not getting, like updating our maximum every time, then what will happen? This will certainly change into 0. So in order to avoid that, what we will do, in this loop only, every time we will check that if maxi is greater than count, then we will assign maxi with the count. Okay, so now how will this work is, we will come from here. Okay, so now we have 1 here in this. Now count got updated to 1. Let's see step by step. And maxi is 0 only right now. Okay, so we will compare now which is greater. 0 is greater than 1. No, I gave the wrong sign. If maxi will be lesser than count, then I have to update, right? So again what will happen? So 1 is greater than 0. So again my maxi will get updated to 1, right? Now what will happen? Again my iteration will move from 0th index to the first index. Again what will happen? My count will get updated to 2, right? So after that, again this else part will not be executed. We will come here and we will check if this maxi, right, this 2 is greater than 1 or not. It is. So what will happen? Our maxi will get updated to 2. Now after that, what will happen? Our iteration will like I will move from here to here, and we will see that we have a 0. So count will become 0 now, right? So what is happening here is, every time we will like our count is getting updated to 0. Before that only we are changing the value of maxi according to the previous consecutive ones, right? So now even if you will come here, okay, so let's say we have 1 here. Now again count will start from 0. So what will happen? Now this maximum that we have here is 2. So it will not update when we have this 1. Okay, the count as 1. Now again we will move here, count will become 2. Now we will come here, the count will become 3, right? Count becomes 3. Now again, till now, like the condition was failing, right? So now what will happen? Our count became 3. So it will check 2 is greater than 3 or not. It is like 3 is greater than 2 or not. It is. So max will get updated to 3, right? So this is how we will be working, and out of this loop we will simply return the maxi. So this is like the smallest like this will be like quite small code. Okay, so now let's move on to the code editor. We will be solving this question on LeetCode. Okay, so now let's move on to the code editor. So let's see the code now. What we will do here is, let's take a count C, okay, and we will have a maxi which we will also initialize with 0. Now what we will do, we will start for loop for I in range of length of nums, and we will check if nums of I is equals 1, then we will increment the value of C with I 1, and otherwise C will become 0, right? Again what we will check, if directly we can like use max function also. Maxi is equals to max of maxi comma count, right? Now out of this loop we will return maximum. So now let's try to run this. So this code has been accepted. Let's try to submit it. So this code has been accepted. Now we saw that what we were doing here is like we are updating max out of this if and else condition. Even if you update this max, okay, like this inside this if loop, like if this inside this if condition, then also you will get the same answer. Why? Because we have to check for maximum value of ones only. Now since this like if the element is 1, then only you will be updating maximum. So if you are checking that inside the condition also, then also it will be fine. Okay, so it is your choice. You can either check the condition out of that if and else block, or you can check inside the if condition only. Okay, so that's it for today guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. And also you have any doubt, please let me know in the comments too. I will try to clarify it more. And in order to continue with me in this coding journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching.